fact that we're able to do a show with 4 women and be somewhat well received, I think really speaks to the fact that our fan base really supports diversity and supports women in football.
Say, Dolph.
They gotta play us!
What is up, everybody? Hooday, and welcome to Tigress Talk. We are the first and only Bengals show created by women. I'm Jess, aka Hoobae, and I've got my girl Kayla here and my girl Bridget with us here, who we miss so much. Thank you guys so much for joining. Jerry might be coming later, I hope. So she may join us a little later tonight. But what's up, everybody? How are we doing? Happy New Year!
Happy Hooday New Year!
Yeah, I mean, what a great game to end the season on. That was so fun.
So much fun. Yash said, thanks for the earlier time. You're welcome, Yash. I'm glad that worked out well for you. Rob says, no one likes the, let's see, does this work? Oh, where'd my button go? I can't find my button. Oh, here it is. Does that work? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No one likes the Steelers. I agree, Rob.
True.
Need Browns to win, though. Rob, don't get me started. That's apparently a lot to ask. So,
Little Bailey Zappi is going to make it happen, right?
What's up, Rebecca? Fro says, Hooday, girl. How are you? Oh, thanks, everybody, for joining. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I hope everybody had a great New Year. The Bengals certainly have given us a lot of gifts as of late. No time like the holiday season, I guess, right? But yeah, Saturday was a blast. We had our weekend kind of started on Thursday, the day after Christmas. It was kind of a whirlwind, but we went down on Thursday to record our From the Jungle segment. Alex is here. Hi, babes. Hi, Alex. Thanks for joining. And Kelsey, too. Are you guys sitting right next to each other? Honestly, that's how me and Cap watch Twitch a lot of the times. Like, we'll sit next to each other and like either one or both of us will hop in comments, but that's so funny. Thanks for being here, ladies. I love you so much. So anyway, we had to go down on Thursday to film our segment for the Ruler of the Jungle thing. I feel like I'm echoing. Do I sound echoey to anyone? Is this
You sound
fine?
perfect.
Okay, perfect. All right, sounds good. I will just ignore that. So anyway, we started filming on Thursday for the Ruler of the Jungle thing. And so we walk in, we had to park, we had to walk through the whole maze of the stadium. And then we walk in this room and the freaking Bengal boys are standing right there, like all 4 of them. And I was just like, because I am such a big fan of the Bengal boys. I don't think you guys really even understand. Like, I love them. I think their music is so awesome and funny. They're so talented. Like, and then to come up with these parodies every week. I mean, I know they're kind of hanging it up and focusing more on their music, which I love. But I was so starstruck when I walked in there, and then I had to do like my first like 3 lines with them there, and I was like. I'm holding my little thing and I was like, do I hold the chair? Do I put my hand in my lap? And Cap thought they were all very handsome. So I think they're all very young. But good for them. God bless them. But so anyway, I was very nervous. I didn't know what to do with my hands. And we got through our lines as best we could, and they kind of diced it up, and you guys got to see it on Saturday. Well, Bridget didn't get to see it, but if you were there at the game on Saturday, you got to see it. And I think they always do a really nice job with those. They did a good job kind of coaching us through it. They're like, okay, do that again. Okay, do it again. I think we did every line like 30 times, but it was a lot of fun. And we had dinner at Jeff Ruby's on Friday with Shane Graham and his wife Sammy were in town. And that was a lot of fun. And then Frosty Rucker shows up too. I didn't know he was going to be there, but it was a really great time at Jeff Ruby's on Friday. And we had this awesome Bengal cake. And that is true. They said it was the fastest they got through it. Okay, not 30, but we said each line at least twice. Yeah.
Well, did you have the script prior or was it like a cold read situation?
No. Yeah. They let us keep it though.
Oh.
I almost asked for it, but no, it was cold. Like they would literally, the guy behind the camera, he had this camera on this like roller coaster, like a camera roller coaster thing. And he was like going back and forth and he would say the line to me and then I would say it back to him. And I was like following his camera around and it was a lot of fun, but they do such a good job with everything. But anyway, Jeffrey, they had the football helmet cake in this like Houday box of like, I don't even know what they put in there to make all the like the steam come out of it, but it was amazing. It was a work of art. And then on Saturday, Christina said they were sitting a few rows behind us during the game, and I just kept staring at them and not talking. Oh my God, Christina, that would have been me too. That was like I walked in, I was just like, hi. I was like, oh my God. Ross's question, as Bengals fan, which stadium was better to visit, Steelers, Ravens, or Browns? By the way, Cap has the best beard in the division. Well, thank you, Rob. I agree. And I cannot answer that because I will not go to any of those places. I refuse to step foot in any of those places as of right now. Now, I may change my mind over the years. I may change my mind. But as of right now, I'm not going to go any of those. Have you, either of you been any of those places?
Yeah, I've been to the Steelers stadium with my dad a long time ago, but we had a good experience. So
was it good? Okay.
So that's the one I feel like I can't bear to step into. I'm like, I can't go into the city of Pittsburgh. I'll explode. I have been to the Browns stadium, not to see the Bengals. It was like we were trying to do like all the NFL stadiums. So it's like the Browns Dolphins when like both teams are terrible. And then in 2019, I went to the Bengals Ravens game in Baltimore and Giovanni Bernard, like I was wearing a Gio jersey down in the first row and he threw me his glove and like said, hey, and it's like the greatest day of my life to this day. But I thought the Baltimore stadium it's one of my favorite away stadiums. And we went to a tailgate right outside where $40 was unlimited like drinks and fresh shucked oysters. You could eat as many fresh shucked oysters as you want. So I will say, like, outside of Bengals home tailgates, it was the best away tailgate I think I've ever been to. It was awesome.
That's amazing. You know, I know Kelsey and Alex went to Baltimore as well, and they had a really good time. But they, like you, they were sitting like way down, like front row almost, and everyone around them was really kind. But it's funny that you mentioned that, Bridget, because I do think that the best place to get like players to either sign stuff for you, notice you, things like that, are at the away games. If you're wearing Bengals gear at an away game, I think they know like you're for real. So I do think that that's probably one of the better places to get stuff like that. So that's so awesome that you got Gio to throw you his gloves and stuff. I love him so much.
I love him. He's my favorite Bengal ever.
Yeah, he's great. I love it. So yeah, then we got to do the Ruler of the Jungle thing on Saturday, which was fantastic. I loved it. And hold on one second. Babe, Jerry says sorry, it cannot pair channels once the event starts when she's trying to get in. Do we need to restart? Oh wait, here she comes. Hello?
Is it working now?
I think so. I can't see your video, but I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
Well, hi guys.
Hi. Her what? Her camera settings change something? Change the camera? She's probably you're using your iPhone, right, Jer?
There should be a little toggle if you're on.
Like to do video?
Yeah, it says the front camera is selected.
Camera.
Jerry knows I can't even like set up a Kindle, so we're not in my area of expertise.
Okay.
Like
Well,
when it was
people.
trying to preview, like it wouldn't pull up the camera either. So
Weird.
let me.
Okay.
Should I try to log off and like?
Maybe try it going out and then back in again.
Just go
Sorry.
on the phone,
Sorry,
Gary, just
everybody.
like a
We're,
Super Nintendo game.
if
I
you
know,
were
I've got to get a computer.
slow on it, if you were with us last time, we're using a new program, so I apologize for any um, snafus with the thing. But okay, well maybe maybe it'll let her back in. Okay, I don't know. Okay, where was I? So, ruler of the jungle, ruler of the jungle was so much fun. I was so nervous. I think I just blacked out. Like, I just remembered like seeing all you guys down there and like not even seeing anything else. And I just remember jumping up and down and being as crazy as I possibly could because I feel like every time I see like a ruler of the jungle that I think is really great, and I think of Tyler Eifert as being one of the best rulers of the jungle. And so I basically tried to emulate Tyler Eifert in the best way that I could, right down to chugging a beer. And anybody who knows me knows I really don't even drink beer. So that was the sacrifice I made to the greater good for the win and for the energy and the vibes. So
You were brilliant.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I had a really great time, and I got to meet. There is a kid on Facebook who makes friendship bracelets. His name's Mason, and he came up to us at the stage, and he was wearing a T-shirt with our pictures screen printed on it. Me and Cap's picture screen printed on it, and he's so cute. He's like, I don't even know how old he is, maybe 8 or 10, but he's autistic. He's really nonverbal. His mom told me, and but he just loves making bracelets. He loves stringing beads, and he loves, being around people, and he loves giving hugs. And I think he gave Cap 30 hugs. And so he made these special bracelets for us. We've got special fan of the year bracelets that he made for us, and he made me a special Hubei one with a little tiger charm on it, and it's so cute, and I love it so much. And it was so awesome to get to meet him and his mom finally. So it was a really great day. And then the game obviously was crazy. And then we had dinner afterwards, and we got fan of the year shots. But the game, let's see. Let's do some game highlights. Let's see if I can share. Still no Jerry. Oh, okay. I could talk about the stats. Burrow obviously continues to have an amazing year, 412 yards passing, 3 touchdowns passing, and 1 touchdown rushing, after which he did the gritty to everyone's delight. T. Higgins monster game. That was like the T show on Saturday. I was just so blown away by him. He continues to prove why he is so valuable to this team. 11 catches for 131 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase, 9 catches for 102 yards. Khalil Herbert coming in, doing well for Chase Brown, who sadly sprained his ankle. He's questionable for Saturday, but 4 carries, 23 yards for Khalil Herbert, and I thought he looked great out there. Gesicki and Yoshi had some great plays as well. Jermaine Pratt, my girl Bridget. Every time Jermaine Pratt, great, I always think of you. But all right. Oh, Jerry's here, and I see her beautiful face. Hey, Jerry.
When in doubt, just completely shut your phone down.
Exactly. Yeah.
Always. That's always.
Welcome. We're just talking about some game stats here. Ryan's here. Ask Kayla how it feels to be 3rd place in fantasy. Smug face. Smug face. Okay, Ryan. I feel like that's pretty good, honestly. I won fantasy football one time, and I probably played for 10 years before I gave it up. So I think 3rd place is pretty darn good.
I'll take it. It could have been worse. So
absolutely. But yeah, Jermaine Pratt had that monster sack, falling backwards. Loved it so much. Seth Johnson, the rookie, getting involved. I love that. Big sack. And Osian Henderson sharing a sack as well. So, all right, let's get into the highlights here. Is this going to work? Oh, look, there we all are. All right, we're going to go this way. I like that better. Okay. All right, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, that was Gesicki's big catch. I feel like he jumps more than any white boy I've ever.
I was worried they're going to get their legs snapped. Anytime anybody hurdles, especially a big guy like this, I'm like, you're about to like tear an ACL.
I
Yeah,
know.
it makes me
I feel
very
like
nervous. Look at him go.
he just throws his body around. I feel like he does that all the time, and every time I like have a panic
Yeah.
attack for him.
Makes me very nervous. Okay, let's see. Which one's this? This is Big T catch. He had a lot of those. Great plays. I love that he goes up and gets that ball. Amazing. Good Jamar
That's the
Chase
beauty
catch.
though of like the T and Jamar combination is Jamar's fast, he's elusive, but T is going to win on those like moss balls. And I think, I don't know, they're a pair that we're not going to be able to replace. So hopefully we won't have to.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
love
think we
that
are.
he just goes up there and gets it. Ryan says she led the league most of the season, so I had to talk some smack. Okay. So
Like-
you were it was like an underdog victory. Okay. All right. We'll allow it. Ryan. But yeah, no, I love that here, we'll go back to that big one because he just goes up and gets the ball. It kind of reminds me of Chad a little bit. Just a larger man.
Yeah.
So good. And then Jamar Chase's catches after this one. And Jamar Chase had a respectable day. He didn't have a bad day by any means. It's just that T just like ran away with the show. And I love that. I love that they can take turns having big days and they can both be great.
And they support each other so much.
I know. It really doesn't seem like there's any like bad blood or anything. Okay,
Right.
did you guys see that? Like,
The fake dunk.
If he dunks, yeah, go ahead, say it, Bridget.
Well, he gets fined if he dunks, right? So he had to like fake dunk. So it's
And
not
I think the penalty as well. But he literally was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, oh.
I don't care what anybody says. T. Higgins is the most likable person on this team.
Yes.
There's just lots of great guys. T. Higgins is the most likable.
I agree. Fro said, I'm going to be on my Boys to Men. We have to say goodbye to T. I know, Fro. We will have a very sad sing-along session. But Rebecca, I do feel better about things ever since he switched agents. So that gives me a glimmer of hope that we may not have to say goodbye to him. But
between that and Joe being very vocal about T being a key part of this team.
Yeah,
I have no worries now.
I think Joe Burrow gets what Joe Burrow wants. Let's be honest. Oh, there's a big sack. Okay, that's the big sack that Osai and Hendrick shared. Sorry, what'd you say?
Who, me?
No, okay. That's just me echoing. I don't know. I hear myself echoing, and I can't tell if it's you guys talking or not. So
no.
Just yell at me if I'm missing something you guys are saying. That was great. That was a great sack. They had to take a timeout there. And then there's another. Nope. Was that another one? Yeah. There we go.
That was so good.
A rookie. 6th rounder. Making noise. I love it so much. What a great draft class this has turned out to be. All right. Oh, airmail on that one. To Yoshi. That was a big Yoshi catch. And yes, he was down.
Oh, and that Yoshi touchdown that got for illegal shift or whatever.
Oh my God, I know. That was
because that was a great play.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah. Yep. All right. What's this one? I watch these ones and then I forget what they are.
Yeah.
I feel like I blacked out most of the game.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said I feel like I blacked out most of the game. Like when something new and exciting would happen, like I just completely forgot about everything that happened prior to that.
Yeah, I feel like, and it was such a long, with it going to overtime and everything, like it was just such a long day and it was such a stressful day. Like,
yeah.
It was just insane.
I looked over to my friend Lauren at one point and I was like, it is only 6:30. We thought it was like 9. Like, no, it's only 6:30.
I love Joe Burrow running for it. And have you guys watched Hard Knocks?
Not yet.
No, not
So
yet.
there's a great part on Hard Knocks. This isn't going to ruin anything, but there's a great part on Hard Knocks where, he did not slide on that. He freaking went to the ground fighting for yards. And the Broncos defender came up to him afterwards and was like, "You are crazy. Like, I thought you were going to slide." And he was like, "Mm-mm. Never heard of her."
Not great at sliding. I would rather him go down like that than trying to slide.
I agree. Well, and then Jamar was like, he knows how to slide. He's just hard headed. And I think I have to agree with that. There's another big Gesicki catch. It's a great, I feel like so many guys had a great day. I feel like Bro really spread the ball around, even though, T got it mostly in the end zone. But so many guys had great days. And, this is the 4th best scoring defense in football, the Broncos are. So we knew that it was going to be kind of a slow day on offense as far as points. So,
and it was frustrating when we were in the red zone because it felt like we were so close to it felt like we were dominating and the score just didn't reflect it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the two 4th downs that we didn't get, I felt like were just so demoralizing. And I'm glad that happened early and they got that out of the way early because then they were able to kind of bounce back from that. But taking a sack on 4th down is awful. But I mean, these guys are a really good defense. You got to give them their props too.
Totally. I mean, probably one of the better defenses we've even faced all year, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the rankings of all of them, but I know that they're number 4 in points allowed. So,
and their rush defense is really, really good.
Yeah. All right, so this is your big moment, Bridget. Not this one. The one I rewound too far. Sorry. We'll just watch T again. This is the big Jermaine Pratt interception. I love that. I love it was so funny to me how he did like a backwards roll as he's catching this football. He's just like, "Oh, yep, okay."
The crowd lost their minds on that.
Oh my God, we did. I felt like the crowd was really great energy all day. I really felt like even on a long day, even in overtime, I really felt like we never lost faith. We kind of always we kept the energy all game. Was this the Joe Burrow rushing?
It was the most fun game of the year, in my opinion.
Oh,
I mean, it was crazy. I think that was the loudest it's been all year in the stadium, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is when my soul left my body because that happened right in front of us.
Oh, yes. So I feel like, Joe Burrow, I think arguably has one of the best booties on a white man, not only on this team, but I think in the entire universe. So the fact that they gave him a little tushy pushy, he's got a lot back there to push,
Mm-hmm.
Like I would volunteer for that job. I'm just saying, like, do you need help? Do you need help? I can help you. But then, him doing the, how many? Maybe all of us. Yeah. And then him doing the gritty, was amazing. And I love the Bengals social media team talking about how he wasn't going to do the gritty. And then, and they're like 6 months later, the SpongeBob thing. It was so funny. Oh yeah. Here's Khalil Herbert. Look at him shifting around back there and getting the first down. Looked great.
So good for him.
He stepped up a lot when Chase went down.
And I think they were talking about him to Burrow. Oh my gosh, that's just the most beautiful ball ever. Burrow really complimented him when he got there, saying like, "Yo, you could tell he's just a really smart player. Everything." So I think they really think highly of Herbert. So I'm excited to see. I really hope Chase is okay, but we'll see on Saturday if he can't go. Then we got Herbert, and that was the game. We won't talk about that missed field goal.
What missed field goal?
Nope, I don't remember that. It's not on my little video, so it didn't happen. But I love this for T because he got all the way down there on that amazing throw and catch, and then to have him get the touchdown, I think was only fitting. And then look at him. That was when we were all chanting MVP, and I read his lips. I think he said, "Let's effing go." And there's Cap. All right. Fade in, and here we all are. So yeah, so I agree. It was definitely the most fun game I've been to this season. And clearly there was not a lot of fun to be had in the months of September and October. But it was a really great win. It was a great atmosphere. And yeah, it was just the best.
It's just so much fun to get to see Joe beat Joe, right? Like, I worry less about needing you always have to have some run game, right? Like, you're not going to have an effective offense one way or the other without it. But I mean, Joe Burrow is a throwing quarterback. He's got just like laser like precision. And so having Jamar, T, Gasecki, Yoshi, like having those different weapons, if we can get a healthy and maybe, one updated O lineman, like it makes me really excited for what could be possible next season. Or maybe even in this postseason, but we won't have fresh legs then. So I feel like 2025 could be really something special now that we've gotten to like really see the height of where they're at.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, poor Orlando was playing out of his mind, and now he's playing on a broken leg.
I know.
It's broken, and he's still playing. And I'm just like, ugh. But Rob says, if the Bengals beat Schittsburg, who's next? If they lose, what happens then? Rob, that is a good question because there's a lot. If they lose, nothing. If they lose, it's over. If they lose, season's over. Yeah. Yash got it. We need the Chiefs to beat the Broncos, and we need the Dolphins to lose to the Jets. So
it's Aaron Rodgers could be playing the last game of his NFL career. Maybe he's gonna like not suck for a game and try really hard and get a win.
We have to hope that his ginormous ego won't let him lose.
Yes.
Yeah. We have to hope. And same with the Chiefs, honestly. But yeah, we'll see.
I feel like the bigger issue would be the Chiefs letting us get in. Like I can see them, they don't want to play us. I don't think anybody wants to play us, to be honest, when we're at this point in the season. And I think they're already sitting most of their starters. And
yeah, Cav said, eat those shrooms, AA run. Yeah, listen to your Dolphins or whatever it is you've been doing. But yeah, if we lose, it's over. If we win, we need some other things to go right. And then it will be a wild card game that we get to play against. I'm not exactly sure who, but
I think it would be Buffalo, right? Yeah.
Would it be Buffalo?
2 seed, which I will say, as well as Josh Allen has been playing, that's one of the least scary teams to me.
We've always matched up well against the Buffaloes.
Yeah.
So I feel
frankly,
like
the Ravens scare me the most, honestly. Not that they like out talent us, just with luck as of late.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Bengals Nation 09 says, "Who day, ladies? How's it going? Rodgers will end up with the Vikings next year as a backup. LOL." I think he would probably retire before that happened, but we'll see. But, okay, let's do some viewer questions if I can find it. All right. I asked you guys for your resolutions. So, ladies, if you guys have any, we can talk about those too. But Fro said, I need to log more steps, lock in the exercise in 2025. I definitely lost more weight on weeks when I attended games. Should I just get in on the season ticket wait list and mark it down as a qualifying health expense? Yes. 100%, bro. 100%. I think anybody who is interested at all in the Bengals, I think should be on the wait list because you get included in the season ticket member activities. I think sometimes when you're on the wait list, and that money, I realize I think it's like $100 or a couple $100 a seat or something like that. I realize it's not chump change, but that money goes towards your tickets when you eventually get off the wait list. So I very much recommend everyone getting on the season ticket wait list, defrauding your health insurance company any way possible. No, just kidding. I didn't really say that.
Not on record anyway.
A wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Health insurance is a scam. All insurance actually is Anyway, don't get me started on that.
That's a different podcast. One we may also start though.
Yes, I have a lot to say about it. I could say a lot about that. But anyway, that's great, Rebecca. I'm glad you were able to lose weight when you went to Bengals games. That's so awesome. And yes, I hope to get on the wait list. I feel like people are getting off the wait list, at a pretty good clip now. And then Daniel said, I'm going to attempt to be more positive on life. This may need vodka, but you have to start somewhere. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Daniel. Thank you. And yes, I think being positive, I think, is it's simple, but it's also very difficult. And I think kind of once you get there, you kind of just sort of take everything the way it is. And hey, if you need vodka to get there, more power to you. How about you, ladies? You guys have any resolutions?
Not a resolution, but when they release the 2025 schedule, if my calendar allows, I am going to a Europe game, or the Europe game, if we get one. That is something I have to make happen.
Same. I'm there for sure. Can't wait.
Girls trip to Europe.
I not me also on the side Googling orange and black dirndl. I'm like, yes, if it's in Munich.
Oh, I've got a whole Etsy folder saved. I've got a bunch of them saved on Etsy.
There we go.
How about you, Kayla, Jerry? Any resolutions or goals?
Nothing specific. I need to start taking better care of myself and like drinking water and making sure that I don't just get so busy that I forget to take care of my body. So that's what I want to do, but nothing specific.
How about you, Jer?
I've never been a resolution person because like the only times that I've done them, I have given up like a day into it just because my ADHD, like I get everything ready for it and then I'm so over it. I think the only thing I would want as a goal this year, besides the Bengals, doing really, really good, would be drinking more champagne at E&O with you, Jess, because that was like the funnest time after the game.
That was the best birthday ever, even though the Bengals lost. I still had the most fun. That was such a fun time. Well, Yash says drinks on him if the game's in London. Thanks, Yash. We'll see. I would love to go to London again. We have a lot of great friends there. I would love to go to Germany. I've never been to Germany, so I would really love the opportunity to go to Germany and see my Bengals. That would be amazing. And yeah, for Bridget is Miss Jet Setter. She's been like everywhere. But
Bridget will be a tour guide.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't really make resolutions. I more make goals, and I have a lot of fitness related goals. I feel like every year I just sort of do enough to say like at least it's better than doing nothing. At least I'm not doing crystal meth and whatever else. You know what I mean? Like at least I'm doing something, and I feel like I need to like step it up. Like that's no longer good enough. Like I need to like really commit to being active and actually doing things. So, I'm going to row once a week. I got really excited about rowing when I got my rower last year, but when I started training for Pelotonia, I stopped rowing in order to bike more. And that basically parlayed into me never rowing again for the rest of the year. So I am committing to rowing once a week, every week. And then, my goal is to do 1,000 miles on my bike this year. And I think I did like 900 last year. So Cav's going to get a beach body. Okay.
For that Miami game.
Rob said, Jerry, resolution to hopefully win the Powerball with your numbers to retire and finish buying my brewery. Okay. All right, Rob. Good luck with that. That'd be great. Okay. Well, let's do some conspiracy theories. All right. Bridget.
This is just like I know.
You better be careful with your thoughts.
I'm not clever and I have none. There's nothing up here to steal.
No thoughts, head empty. I had a sticker with a kitty cat on it that said that. No thoughts, head empty. All right, conspiracy theory time. I got to share one from Christina because Christina commented on Twitter and said, "Okay, ladies, I wore my Hubei tribute wig to celebrate her being one of the rulers of the jungle, and we won. However, I did take it off for overtime. By rules of superstition, does the wig become part of the lucky outfit until we lose?" So, Christina, I have a couple thoughts on this. First of all, that wig was amazing. I loved it so much. If you guys missed it, it was literally a black and orange, like long wig, and it was amazing. And Christina normally has very short blonde hair, and I almost didn't recognize. I recognized her, but I was like, "Oh my god, your hair!" So, Christina, my questions are: did you take it off because you were worried that it was bad luck, or did you take it off because it was bothering you? I think that's the real key. Because if you took it off because it was bothering you, I feel like, oh, Mama Pam's here. What's up, Mama Pam? She says, "Happy New Year, girlies. Happy New Year, Mama Pam." And tell Whitney we love her as well. So Christina, if your wig was like bothering you, if it's itching you, I say, nah, it's not worth it. But if you were worried about it being, bad luck or something, then I don't know. I feel like you could wear it, and then, if we're losing at halftime, then maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the wig lucky or unlucky?
I feel like you can't risk it. I feel like you at least have to wear it for the beginning of the game.
Mhm.
And then if it start to do really bad, we know that taking it off works.
Yeah.
So,
That's a good point.
I don't know.
Like the opposite
When in
of a
doubt, just
rally
start
cap.
stripping.
Yeah, exactly. Fro said 2-0 since I got Zubaz pants from my Secret Santa. That's awesome. What an awesome Secret Santa gift.
That is.
That's amazing. Oh, your section determined that it had to go. Okay. Well, that is interesting then. I think it's worth a shot, but if you're not feeling it, I say go with your gut on this one. It is fabulous though. It is absolutely fabulous. And I believe that luck starts over every year, so you can always try it again next year if it's something that you really want to go with. Then I say try it again next season. I think luck kind of renews itself. Anyway, all right, ladies, any conspiracy theories this week?
This is more of a observation that could become a conspiracy theory, but have you noticed how much weird kicking stuff has happened since Cade York entered the facilities?
It's
He
all
made
weird.
that really long, it was like 60 yards, and then he missed like
33
is he
yards.
some sort of dark wizard? I don't know what's going on.
Dude, kicking around the league has been crazy. Not just for the Bengals, I feel like for everybody.
That poor 49ers kicker on Monday night was terrible. He missed what, like 2 field goals, an extra point, like.
Is that the same kicker they've had, or is that a new kicker?
He's not new, is he? I don't know.
The same kicker they had at the Super Bowl last year?
I think so. I think everybody just has the yips this season.
So weird. I think everyone just needs to trade kickers. Like everybody, like it's gonna be like a cakewalk. Like everyone just trade to your left, like a square dance. Like everybody pass your kicker to the left. Everyone just needs to start over. Because that's crazy. Crazy stuff going on.
So I have one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the NFL wants the Bengals in the postseason at this point, because with us being on Hard Knocks, with Joe on fire, and like you want him way more than you'd want Bo Nix. No, shade to him, but like you want Joe Burrow. But I felt like they can't make it look that obvious, which is why they had the Dolphins still win last week after the Colts lost. And this week, we're going to see the Dolphins lose. And the Chiefs, I think, are going to squeak out a win, and it's going to look like an accident. Like they didn't mean to win, but they won.
Did you guys watch that Browns-Dolphins game? It deliberately felt like the Browns were trying to lose that game.
Yes, they hate us. So
I mean, they had how many intentional grounding calls did they have? Because he was literally throwing the ball to no one. I feel like they were given DTR one play and they were giving the rest of the offense a different play, and they were all just going out there and running completely different plays. And then DTR is like, "Oh, I'm throwing the ball to no one." And then he got intentional grounding like 3 times, I feel like. So I think they lost that game on purpose.
They just want a good draft pick at this. They hate us and they want a good draft pick.
Exactly. Yeah. Somebody said, I saw that comment. They're like,
that works out so well for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I love it. I just am like, I'm comfortable living in Brown's misery for a while.
And now they're like moving out to the suburbs or something weird, right? They're like not even going to be in Cleveland anymore. Is this the second time the Browns have left Cleveland? Like,
I think so. Didn't they like leave overnight the first time?
Oh, they did. Yeah, no, they left like under cover of darkness, and it was such a big deal that they've like passed laws in Ohio now to forbid that from happening again because it was such drama, and they were allowed to keep all of their pretend championships even though that team left, that actual team physically left. They were like, okay, well, you guys can keep your history, which was like from the 1900s, and it was like, and that's all they can talk about anymore because they'll never ever win this AFC North division. But yeah, to your point, Jerry, I really do feel like this that the powers that be, whoever those script writers may be, I really do feel like they want the Bengals in because how cool they did AFC North Hard Knocks. If 3 teams got into the playoffs from the AFC North, has that ever happened before? Has that ever happened that 3 teams, has it?
Last year.
Yeah.
Oh, it did last year.
Browns, Steelers, Ravens were all in the playoffs.
Everyone but us.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Browns embarrassing themselves in the first round of the playoffs.
I didn't. I came home from wherever the heck I was, and Ben was wearing some old ass brown sweatshirt, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And it was just so fun to laugh in his face for 4 quarters of football. I was like, "That's what you get."
That is what you get, Ben. That is what you get. 100%. I love it. No, I remember because that's the night I went to go see Moulin Rouge in theater or at the theater with my sisters, and my watch would not stop buzzing because everyone was texting me because there was so much drama about the stupid Browns. Okay. I stand corrected. But yeah, so I think they want that again. Except like with 3 good teams actually this time. So I really feel like that we're gonna squeak in somehow, and I don't know. We'll see. Everything, it all comes down to Saturday and us, and then it comes down to what happens on Sunday. But I do think that it is a better entertainment sport when the Bengals are in there because they have been playing lights out this whole last half of the season. And you know, like when you're in school and you get to like drop a grade, like you can like retroactively like drop a class or something, like if you did really bad in it. I wish we could do that with September.
Every September.
Can we just pretend like that didn't happen, like start over and like go with the winning percentage from after that. But anyway, yeah, I agree. I think we'll see. I don't want to jinx anything, but we'll see.
Supposedly, I've not heard this, but
okay, Cap has not heard this, but Rob Jigga says, with all the problems the Browns have right now, and the whole moving the stadium thing too, if the stock/ownership shares go public, anyone going to buy some? I feel like they voted that down. Didn't they vote that down? Like, is that like one of the things that they voted on with the player, like the competition committee or something? Didn't they vote on that? Or is it like team specific?
I thought they voted for like private equity firms to be able to come in.
Okay. I knew it was something like that. Oh, the mayor is trying to do something. Okay. Wow.
Is he trying to do something like what Green Bay does?
Maybe.
Yeah, they're the only publicly owned team.
Jerry, I just realized you have a shower cap on your head.
But there's
like a little tigers on
it. And it's because I had this on last week and then we won. So like now I'm not moving it because I couldn't find the tinfoil.
I think it's genius.
I love it. I thought it was tinfoil up until right now when I'm like getting a good look at it.
No, I don't know if you can see
It's shiny like tinfoil.
the tigers on there.
Oh my God, I love it so much. Cap says you get a month of Dude Wipes if you buy a share. That might be too good of a deal. I don't know about that. Okay. All right. If anybody else has
I think it would be great to have.
What?
I was just going to say, I think it would be great to have the city of Cleveland and their fans run the team because, like, we think that it can't get any worse, but it would get so much worse that, like, you would just think that this is just comedy. Like, it's a parody at that point. And I really want to see just how much worse they could possibly get because it would get worse and it would be hilarious.
Cap brought me my shower cap so I wouldn't feel left out. This is my new one. I had to get a new one because my other one, I'd had my other one for like 10 years and the elastic was like all like wasn't tight anymore. So I got a new one. It's orange and black. It's cute. Anyway, yeah, it's insane. It's honestly insane. And it's insane. Like, is this like I feel like we're all being punked. Like, is this a real thing? Like the whole Deshaun Watson thing and like giving up all their future draft picks and like putting all this money into this guy. And he's not even good. Even when he's healthy, he's not even that good. Like, what are we doing? Like, is this a real thing? Like, is it it's so funny to me.
It is the browniest brown thing to ever happen.
Insane.
And it would only happen to them.
Yeah. It's just literally insane. All right. Oh, it's my shower cap. All right. If you guys have any more conspiracy theories, let us know in the chat. But all right, let's move on to We Need to Talk. All right, We Need to Talk, sponsored by Birmingham Meadery. Code Tigress gets you 15% off 2 or more bottles of mead. Okay, ladies, what do we need to talk about this week?
So we need to talk about how Joe Burrow is parlaying his hobbies into trying to channel Bengals success. Like, we know he loves to play chess, and I think that's what he's doing with the media, with the front office, with the matching outfits with Jamar, all of it. I think it's all very calculated and strategic and quite like chess.
I love it.
I like it.
I love it. And
I can't wait to see how he uses his piano skills.
Yes, next time. Maybe I don't know. Stranger 4420 says Who Day, Stranger. Sorry, we're on earlier tonight, Stranger. Thanks for joining us though. Yeah, I love that he is not afraid to talk about it. And I love that they're letting him talk about it because make no mistake, they do not say anything up there on that podium that is not like pre-approved for them. So I think Yash says 4D chess. Yeah. That sounds harder than regular chess. So I'm gonna go with it. He's playing without an yeah. I thought that was a chess thing. I was trying to figure out what that was a chess thing. Oh, Fro says matching outfits ? Elaborate on the matching outfits, Kayla.
Oh, they both had like their black leather jackets last week. They were twinning. They both looked so good.
Hey, we love it. Yeah, no, and I love everything about that. He is a smart guy. Don't ever forget it. He might be beautiful, but he is also very smart. So I think everything that he does is calculated. Sounds like the wrong word because that sounds like a bad thing.
Strategic.
But I think what?
It's all strategic.
Yeah, strategic. That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. So I really feel like he knows what he's doing with all of these things. So 100%.
He's a mastermind.
He is. All right. Who's next?
Not game related, but we need to talk about on Instagram. I think it's still live. Cincy Hat on their story is asking for what merchandise people want next year. So if you are on Instagram, go to their story, tell them what you want. I already have, the list is very long. We're going backpack, we're going varsity jacket, and we're going like some type of jewelry, like a necklace, bracelet. But so those are my top 3.
That's great. I love that. That's so cool. I'll have to check that out. I'm glad you said that because I did not realize that. So we'll have to give them a shout. And I learned too that Matt has finally hired someone to do his socials for him because I was like talking the other day and they're like, by the way, this isn't Matt anymore. He hired me to do his socials. I was like, that's great. I'm so happy to hear that because he works so hard doing all that. So I'm glad that he's got somebody else doing his socials now. But yeah, that's great. Wayne Downey's here. Hi, Wayne. He says, "Who Dey ladies? Hopefully everything will fall into place this weekend." Absolutely, Wayne. I hope so. We shall see. Cap says, "Tiger striped Cincy hat, performance boxer briefs." Okay. All right, let him know. Let him know. All right, what you got, Jer? Anything?
So we need to talk about the fact that the Sam Hubbard era may be officially coming to an end, and the Andre Yoshivas obsession is officially in full force.
Does that mean we need to come to your house and swap out all the photos? You're creating more work for us, Cherry.
Caleb, get on it.
You know, we're ending on amicable terms. You know, he scored that touchdown for me in Tennessee. So, and I was there. So that was just a really great way to say goodbye. But I appreciate Kayla has also been supporting me in this new endeavor and sending me Andre thirst traps. So thank you, Kayla. I appreciate your support in this transition of time.
Anytime.
Yeah. Cap said the amount of women that scream for Yoshi per game is hilarious. Yes. Very young fans. And hey, I for one am so glad that we are getting so many young women excited about the Bengals. And you know what? It doesn't matter why. We all fan for different reasons and none of them are wrong. So I'm all for it. I'm all about, you don't have to be the tape girl that knows everything about the plays and everything else. I feel like, you can fan however you want to fan. And if you fan because Andre Yoshivas is beautiful, then that's great. I love it. Welcome everyone. So
I feel like we're all just like the one of us.
Yeah,
right
one
now.
of us.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I want to give a shout out to the content team at Hard Knocks, or not Hard Knocks, at From the Jungle, because I've been watching both. I've been watching Hard Knocks and watching From the Jungle. And honestly, first of all, watching Hard Knocks is kind of like a labor of like an effort because I have to fast forward through all the bad parts, which is all the parts about the Browns and the Steelers and the Ravens. So, watching Hard Knocks is like a lot of fast forwarding for me. But when I watch the part about the Bengals, I love that I feel like they are talking about all of the same things and they have like the quality is there on From the Jungle. And I love that. And I love that on From the Jungle, if you've watched recently, they have been they went to a guy's tailgate named Key and they went to his house and they showed him getting ready for his tailgate and then they followed him to his tailgate and they showed like all his friends and family tailgating with him. They've really highlighted a lot of fans in the stands. They've showed a lot of the guys that are in the front row have been there since the beginning. And I feel like when they moved from Riverfront, when they built Paul Brown Stadium, they gave first dibs on the front row to all those people who had season tickets in their family since the beginning. So I really love that they are highlighting all of those fans that have been there for so long. And I think it's really great what they're doing. And I think they do a really great job with all of it. But if you guys haven't seen Hard Knocks yet, you gotta, the most recent episode I think is the best one that they've done so far. The behind the scenes play calls with Joe and Zach, I love that part. And I think a lot of people were like impressed. They're like, oh my gosh, it's a bunch of gibberish words, but I feel like it's been even more complicated than that, I feel like in the past. So I really feel like they are kind of getting back to their nuts and bolts and, simplifying the game plan. And I love that Lou has been simplifying his game plan as well. Maybe simplifying is not the right word, but I really feel like he is getting everybody on the same page again. Fro said, I also fast forward. I don't like to be angry watching them act like Rogue One is good. No, I'm with you. Like, I just really hate their faces. Yeah, Christina. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one that watches it that way, because I just cannot stand looking at them. Like, it makes me angry, and I don't want to get angry in my own living room, sitting on my couch with my dog. So I just fast forward it, and it just solves a lot of problems for me. But but my point is that I think that From the Jungle crew does an equally amazing job, and I think that they, a lot of these guys have won a lot of local Emmys, and it's really impressive that they are so decorated, and I hope that they will continue to do so. But all right, let's get on to Pittsburgh here. Get a prediction. All right, Miss Sherry, what you got for us?
So in my heart of hearts, I feel like we will control the only thing we can control, and that's winning this weekend. Joe is going to keep playing out of his mind. I think the defense steps up, and I think they play for their lives, essentially, because that's what they're doing. So I have no doubt in my mind that the team is going to do what they need to do to at least end on their end, like what they need to do to get in. Everything else we can't control, whatever, but we're going to end on a high note for us, for sure.
I hope this doesn't come back to bite me, because it probably will. Well, I don't know. I still feel like the Steelers are frauds. Like, I still really feel like they got really lucky in a lot of those games that they won. I really feel like their record is, sorry, y'all, my pizza's here. FTS, absolutely, Fro. Yeah, I think that they're just not that good, and I realize that they beat us in Cincinnati, but I just don't feel like their offense is that good. I think if our defense steps up and has a good day like they've had against other offenses that are also not that good, I really feel like we can control this game. And I feel like a lot of times in the past, they've come to Cincinnati, beat us, we go to Pittsburgh, beat them. Like, we usually end up splitting the series a lot of the time in these division rivalry games. So yeah, it's anybody's game, I think, and I kind of think they're frauds.
It's the perfect time to play this Steelers team.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very grateful. This is the week we're playing them. Things haven't looked great the last few weeks. I do feel like our defense made Russ look awesome when we played a few weeks ago, but they haven't been looking like that. So I think, given our kind of upward trajectory and their downward, I think this is a nice time to meet up.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we'll see. We shall see. All right, let's do injuries real quick. All right, couple new names I saw this week, or today, I should say.
No. So we'll start with the did not practices. Chase Brown, questionable. Sam Hubbard did not practice. Drew Sample did not practice. And Amari Mims did not practice. T. Higgins, CTB, and Charlie Jones all got in a limited practice today. So that's positive. That's a lot, though, especially Mims, I think, strikes fear into our hearts a little bit, but we'll see. For the Steelers, there were no did not practice listed. So that sucks. But
nice. Must be nice.
Maybe Watt will get like a bunch of diarrhea or something.
Oh, that'd be
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Running out of the tunnel.
That's a perfect time.
Oh, man, that'd be so gross.
And great.
And great.
And great.
I can't wait to see that on the slow motion of it.
I just hope if they do, they like cover it with a little Browns logo, like when you like blur out something.
Oh my
God, we might have to scrub this, because in the like 1 gazillionth of a chance that happens, I'm definitely going to be accused of poisoning someone.
person. That's the spirit. Listen, we all got alibis. This is just we're just talking. We're just having fun. Ross said, "I'm an hour from Pittsburgh visiting family. I need to go to the game and freeze my butt off." Hooday, Ross. I hope you go. It is gonna be cold though. I saw the weather. Oof.
Yep.
It's gonna be a cold one. All right. Well, does anybody else have anything before we wrap it up here? Thanks everybody so much for joining tonight. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? All right. Well, thank you guys all so much. Thank you everyone in the chat for participating. Thank you ladies for joining me. I missed you all so much. You're so beautiful and I'm so glad to have you here. And we will see you next week. Hooday.
Hooday.
Hooday.